Leadership for me is in terms of Mizzou leadership, is the idea of being involved in something, being invested in something, and making a positive impact not only here at Mizzou, but kind of in the larger community.
I think there are wonderful student leaders around here, and I do see them every day. They're here and they make themselves known in small ways.
Leadership is about influencing. It's about motivating.
We feel in Center for Leadership Development that leadership is being involved on campus, that through your involvement you're learning valuable leadership skills that are going to help you further down the road in your career and hopefully in your personal life too.
When you leave college, you have to have some lines on your resume. You have to have done something. And I think what a lot of people are looking for are people who have developed some leadership skills. I don't care what you're leading. You can lead 2 people. You're still developing some leadership skills.
Leadership is about working with others and building relationships so that you can influence, so that you can motivate.
I have students come in a lot, and what we talk about is more of like finding their place and finding their niche, but then once they find that, managing what they've done.
For me, it's about building relationships, and it's really about enabling people to do things that both may transform an organization or it may transform them. So I think it's something that leads to some kind of change.
I think one of the critical skills that leaders today are lacking is their listening skills. I think they are not really listening to what's going on. And I think we have got to learn to live in a civil society.
If I have one piece of advice for people in terms of leadership, it's treat others as you would want to be treated. It's the golden rule. And I think that's so applicable to what we do as leaders, whether it's here in a business or just in a student group. It's that idea that never forget who you're working with and what you're asking them to do.
Integrity is really important. I think being comfortable with who you are is very important. It certainly is in working with students, because you guys recognize quicker than anybody who's not real. And so you need to be authentic. You are who you are.
I think you have to develop some empathy skills if you don't have them, and most people should have them. And I think a good leader has a lot of empathy, kind of an awareness of the other, as opposed to everything being so self-centered. It's a problem.
Treating other people with respect and dignity.
I have a standing rule with a lot of my student groups and the people I employ that I'm never going to ask you to do something that I wouldn't be willing to do myself. And I think that goes into that golden rule, that if you're willing to treat people the way that you hope to be treated, which is hopefully courteous and kind, and that you're remembering people's feelings and what they're hoping to get out of this experience, that you're being a good leader.
I think good leaders are selfless. I think that they see a world beyond their own world. I think that they see a hole that needs to be filled, and they decide that they can fill that hole. I mean, it's like there's a societal need, and they figure out a way to make something happen.
I do think it is about doing what you say you're going to do. When the task is given to you, when the assignment's given to you, when the responsibility is given to you, yes, I'll get it done, and follow through.
These are people who make things happen. They're driven. They're not afraid to ask for directions, ask for help, but they also have, I think, a vision. They have an idea of where they would like to go, and they're willing to take anybody along with them that wants to come. And if you don't want to come, fine, I'll go by myself. But I think a good leader wants to bring people with them.